we're here today with Sofiko Badalova, who is the creator of The Beard, one of our favorite films for the festival, and we just had a few questions for her. Just wanted to start off by just saying I just want to compliment your animation style. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. It flows well. And I just want to start off by asking, was it difficult for you
Thank you.
That's okay. I just want to start by asking, was it difficult for you to achieve this level of animation in your film?
So this cartoon is my diploma film from university, but it's like a fifth year of the studying in University of Geek. I was studying in a director of animation, but before that, I was studying in a college for 4 years in a classic animation. So I was like, know what I'm doing when I'm doing like a diploma, but it was hard in some other ways, not in specifically in doing animation. It was hard to me to do like a director, to be in like director in this cartoon. So
yeah, makes sense. No, of course. Yeah. So just want to talk about the themes of the film. It's clearly a horror film, but it has strong ties to romance as well, which threw me for a loop at the start. I just wanted to say, was this an intentional choice when you were creating your film to have a strong romantic tie and then go into the horror?
Yeah, it's because I like horror films and I like comedy, so I just think
blend them together.
Yes, make what I like. Yeah, but the first idea of my diploma film was not a love triangle. I was thinking about to do the beard to man like he's a single life body, like he not like his wife now in the cartoon, like his wife and he met a pretty girl, so it's like a love triangle. And the first idea was like the beard is like a single life body, and he was like holding the guy to live a single life without woman or anybody. So I just thought that the love triangle will be interesting.
I find the love triangle such a fascinating part of the movie. Do you have any inspiration when you were creating that love triangle between the beard, the sentient murderous beard, and the couple?
Sometimes I think no, I love all my characters and I think they all right in some way, but sometimes I was just like, I feel like a beard because I think I will jealous like her, but no, I don't know, think like this.
All right, fair enough. You got any questions, Dave?
Yeah, throughout the film, we hear the characters verbally interacting through like small grunts and gasps. Was this like a conscious choice to allow the film to be accessible globally for all audiences?
No, I think because it was like diploma film, I was thought like to do what I want. That was the problem of our university and our like Russian cartoon. They all do like some drama.
Yeah.
In other stories, it's another, and I was just like, I just want to have fun and do like what I like. And so some of the people, older people in the university, they like, why you choose this theme? It's like horror. Oh, and in one of the festival in Russia, in my university, they don't accept my cartoon because it's like very criminal and horror, and yeah, and I was just like, yeah, but I am I do my
fighting against the power. Love to hear.
Yes.
Well, me and Ben actually had a similar situation. We went to university together, we created films together, and when I was directing those films and he was starring in them, I actually had a similar situation where people were asking me why I was making those type of films, because I did dark comedies, that type of thing, when everyone was doing drama. And so, yeah, I definitely relate to you there with that issue. But yeah, I think having the small grunts and gasps and like non-verbal dialogue, like non-speech, I think that's very well done.
And this is the non-verbal, and no, this is not like tricks. This is what is I like in Russian animation teaching, because they're like the first what they teach, like you must to do things that your movie is understandable without words.
Exactly.
That this is the right thing to do. And I just like bufanada of what is like gags without words. I'm like acting person, not talking. Not talking that much. I like act.
On the same vein, the sound design for this film is really well done. The use of the saxophone in the romantic scenes and the heavy contrast in the thrasher music when it comes to the horror, that was quite well done. Was it important for you to strike the right mood with your sound in the film?
Yeah, that was the problem too. The first music, what you're saying about the saxophone, it's a Russian band. It's an old band, but at the second song we choose, because the first song I chose, maybe you know, there is a singer Janis
Joplin.
No, not Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin is big, and there is a small. It's small. So she's like Elvis in a skirt. Janis, боже мой, как ее... Janis Martin. So yes, Janis Martin. Yeah, and we wrote to the label, and they said that it's very not cheap. It's expensive to use because it's not like allowed. I'm like a student, but they said no, you must pay, and I was crying like this is the perfect song I want. And then my sound director, he like wrote to Russian band, and they say take it, so it's good. Yeah, and we have a composer, yes, and he wrote the horror music too.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
It really shows your hard work. It really comes off in the film. The sound design is excellent.
Oh, I will say to sound director and the composer.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah.
Is there anything else you're working on at the moment, or is there anything you'd like to plug for us?
I almost finished two cartoons. One was like small. No, it's not 7 minutes. It's 4 minutes, and it's like very funny for children. And another one I'm finishing. It's a story about security man in a city hall who is his love life. His love. He's like, love is perfect. But I don't know, maybe in other countries there's not like that. But in Russia, if you are going to like get married or getting divorced, you are going to city hall, and it's about security man. He's like love, and everybody is going to city hall to divorce, and he's like, oh, he's very sad, and there is a big line of divorcing people who is like arguing each other, and there is like big fight, and then comes a young couple who is like in love, and then it's coming to crush everybody, and that was like a teaser.
Yeah.
So
sounds like you just described the whole movie to us.
No, then there will be something.
Oh, where can we find it when it comes out? Do you post anywhere? Or?
I think it will come in 2020 or 21. It will begin the festival, like I don't know how it's
the festival circuit.
Yes, and it will be in online internet, I think like
Oh.
2 years.
I
Then.
cannot
So,
wait
yeah.
to watch it. Do you have a title for
Oh,
it?
the City Hall.
Just City Hall,
Yes,
yeah. Good,
just
good
City
name.
Hall. Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we're looking
Yes.
to do a animation theme for one of our future festivals, so we'd be happy to involve some of your other work if you.
Oh, I like to. There is a. I like to go into festival and like reaching people and speaking, but it's a COVID
So
thing,
hard with
Yeah.
and
COVID.
it's,
and
yes.
When we're back on track and we're doing the actual festivals, yeah, you're more than welcome to join if you fancy
Oh,
the flight.
super.
If you fancy
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flight to Liverpool.
England.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, sorry.
Hard visa. Oh, visa hard.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that's all the question. Thank you so much for talking to us today. It was really lovely.
It was very funny.
No.
Thank you. Good luck. Bye. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Thank you again. We'll speak to you again soon. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, welcome. We're here with Avishag and Eula, who couldn't be here, but yeah, they created the short film Full Mouth, which was filmed in Israel. It's quite a down to earth film about the horrors of everyday life, I would say. So in the film, you were really able to bring up the horror of everyday life, like I said, which I find adds a personal touch to it. And it lets us see through the lens of somebody else. Was this an idea you kind of wanted to get across through the film?
What do you mean? Can you
Yeah.
tell me again?
So it lets us kind of see through another person's perspective for things that other people may not see as a typical horror trope, if that makes sense.
What we try to do is to show kind of insight, or to see the inside world of a young woman that deals with, let's say, mild eating disorder. And it's kind of a war inside her head between what she wants, her desire for food, and against it, all the guilt and, when you're trying so hard to eat good things and to be in how do you say, to maintain weight.
Yeah.
And we wanted to show the struggle and the crazy desires and the feeling of dealing with this kind of thing.
It's quite a common problem nowadays, and it's good to kind of show awareness of that, especially through creative films like this. Obviously, food is quite a unique subject for such a film. Mm-hmm. What would you say your main inspiration of using food was in this film as a subject?
You ask what is the reason?
What would you say is the main reason for the subject, for using food throughout the film?
Why we wanted to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Me and Julia felt it was, by the way, in school, in a university. We were students in visual communication studies, and we felt that the two of us kind of deal with this kind of thing, not hard eating problems like bulimia and anorexia that nowadays is more talked about. People more talk about it. We felt like it's something that a lot of people, men and women, deal with, and we as ourselves. And because it's not hard issues, we wanted to give it a place and to express our feelings in the stressful life when we study, and sometimes we feel like food is a kind of how do you say it, comfort you.
Yeah.
And it's something that the two of us felt that we were dealing at this time, at the time we did the movie. So this is our personal connection to the
With
subject.
lockdown as well, I imagine that's a struggle a lot of people are going through at the moment as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I loved it as well, and I in particular love the filmmaking, and I just want to ask a few questions about that. If that's okay. Well, firstly, I just want to ask about the actual editing of the film. It's a big reason why I think the film works so well. The the horrific cuts of our protagonist making and devouring the food. Was editing a big factor for you, to consider whilst you were creating your film?
What did you ask? Sorry.
Was the editing a big factor for you to consider while you were making your film?
You mean about references and inspiration, or
just more the way you actually made the film itself, the filmmaking, cutting between shots, fast movement?
We first of all, we decided that there has to be because it's a mix between reality and imagination. We thought it has to be two worlds to make it a bit different, and because we are dealing with food and desire for food, you can see that in the supermarket, everything, the colors are a bit more I forgot the word, alive, or
more
something
vibrant.
like this.
Yeah.
Yes, and when it's imagination, and she's getting inside the crazy state of mind. So we wanted to do a lot of like in the house, it was a lot of close-ups that we decided to do, and I think we wanted to make it about the beat, or how I can say it. We wanted it to be how can I say it? Getting faster. From the start to the end, till the moment you understand it was only in her mind, that then it's get a little bit more calm. I can say. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
No, you did. That was actually, you answered one of my other questions. I was going to ask that you were talking about the lighting there, and I just want to touch about the blinding bright contrast to the supermarket versus the darkness of the home. Is this an intentional decision for you as well?
Yes, for sure. We took a lot of inspiration. If you know Requiem for Dream, did you see?
Yeah, I know it.
Yes.
I know it. Yeah.
So we saw there were a lot of dark scenes and close-ups, and also there is a mix between imagination and reality, and it was really big inspiration for us. And this is, yes, it was this big decision we wanted to make in the movie.
Yeah. Well, now you've talked about it, I can actually see the inspiration for Requiem for a Dream, but it didn't click before. But it's very similar actually. The more I think about it, I wanted to ask about the cinematography as well. It's important here as well. The close-ups of the food and the face, the cooking of the foods mixed with the harsh shadows on the walls. Is this an important factor for you as well when you were creating the film?
Yes. First of all, Yulia, my colleague and my friend, she more like a very fan of horror movies and all of these creepy things. So this is her input inside it. So we thought how you can use food in a way that is attractive in one hand, but in the other hand is a bit horror or terrifying.
Mhm,
And this is what we tried to do with this shot,
mhm.
with those shots.
Yeah, and the horror of it really comes across. I gotta say. It's a very
I'm
it's
happy.
a horror film in a different way, I'd say. You know, it's very visceral and yeah, but it's really good. What have you got any more filmmaking projects in the future lined up, or anything going on?
Right now, by the way, it's Corona time, so
Of
all of
course,
us.
yeah. How can I?
Yes, in Israel, everybody, most of the people don't work right now. We just graduated,
Oh,
and we
congratulations.
are. So thank you. So it's free time for us. Yes.
Yeah.
So we are all the time thinking together how we can make another thing. It's a bit hard in this time because you know you need to go out and film and meet people and actor. But we are always happy to create stuff. There is no specific project, but I think me and Julia are a good team. We understand each other, and I hope we're gonna have more things together.
I mean, you clearly work well together. Watching the movie, what was I about to say? Is there anywhere people can follow you if they want to keep a tabs on your movies?
Right now, we don't have something together like a website, but Julia has a great website. I'm gonna have soon. I'm still trying to build myself because I just ended this very big trip in the studies. But first of all, I can send you Julia website. Brilliant. And I think if we're gonna have more projects together, maybe we're gonna do something like a website together or
no,
Instagram
of course.
page.
I'm so excited to see what you two, and I'm sure I'm speaking for Dave here. I'm so excited to see what you two go on to, and I hope you'll keep us in the loop. And I'm really excited, and thank you for talking to us again. We really enjoyed filming.
Thank you. It was my pleasure and my honor, and I'm very happy for this opportunity.
All right. Hopefully, we'll speak to you again soon. Okay. See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.